I couldn't get over how much had changed. Last week, I was a godless lowlife on the run, and now I was the moral leader of an entire community. One thing that hadn't changed, I still had needs.
Just so you know, this isn't part of last night. It's gonna run you another 100.
Do I get a discount for your snoring?
I have sleep apnea. So you want it or not?
Yes.
Ooh, that sounds bad. Buddy, are you okay? Oh, Lordy.
God damn it.
Was that your wife?
No. I'm gay.
This was bad. Real bad. If Dora knew I was lying about being gay, it wouldn't be long before she found out what else I was lying about. Which was everything.
Dora?
Hi, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's just when I got here this morning, I heard this horrible moaning, and so I thought... Oh, I'm so sorry.
Listen, about what you saw.
Don't you worry. Your secret is safe with me.
What secret?
Well, that you're having sex. And I won't even ask who the mystery man is.
Thank you. Oh, because he and I want to keep this private, you understand?
Oh, of course, of course. Is it Steve the mailman? Because I've just always had my feelings about him.
What can I say? I never could resist a man in uniform.
I couldn't believe that Dora thought my hooker was a mailman. Ladner was the hottest craps table I'd ever been at. I just kept rolling sevens.
Hello. No, I was just out on my morning power walk. I thought I'd stop by and wish you good luck tomorrow, huh?
Tomorrow?
Sunday, your first service.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Of course.
Hey, thanks, Alden.
Yes, now I trust that you will give us a service that will uphold the dignified standards of your predecessor.
You don't have any of those services on video, do you? Because I'd kind of like to see how it's done. I mean, how it used to be done.
No, I don't. Well then, off to walk the second half mile to the energizing beats of Mr. Neil Diamond.
It was panic time. I could BS my way through a lot of things, but a church service wasn't one of them.
How's everybody doing? So Jesus, am I right? That's probably not going to be enough.
Hey, prepping for your big debut?
Just checking out the sight lines and exits.
I wanted to ask you something. Are you allergic to any foods because your welcome party is a potluck and we don't want to kill you?
Green peppers make me fart, but other than that, I'm good.
Here is the program for Sunday services, if you want to take a look.
Looks like it's got the whole thing laid out for me. Word for word.
Yes, Reverend Willis used to call it pray by numbers when he wasn't criticizing my margins.
So it's all here.
All there?
Yeah, baby, another 7.
Pastor, buddy, sorry. I was wondering if you had given any more thought to the personal matter that we emailed about prior to your arrival?
Right, the email. You had a very clever subject line for that email. What was it again?
Personal matter?
That's the one. Yeah, it tells you all you need to know.
So, what do you think? Will you do it? It would mean so much to me.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For whatever the hell I just agreed to.
Whoa, is that the bouquet of enchantment?
Good eye. There for Buddy to wish him luck on his first service.
Okay, let's get one thing straight. He is not.
I'm not so sure about that. I have a pretty strong gaydar.
Then maybe you want to get your antenna checked. The other night, he called me very sexy.
Buddy called you sexy.
Very sexy.
Okay, in what context?
In the context of me being very sexy.
Oh, yeah? And then what happened? That's what I thought. You got talk. I prefer action.
Very sexy.
You were rocking that hat.
Congregation has waited a long time for this day, Pastor. all eyes are on you.
And my eyes will be on this program, which I will be reading from to all of you.
Inspiring words.
Hi, Pastor, I'm Steve, your mailman. It's great to meet you.
You too.
Great to meet you. Well played, Steve.
Excuse me. Hey, can I steal you for just 2 seconds? Okay. Buddy, meet Scrunchy.
What the?
Oh, I know. He's sick. I told you. He can't keep any of his seed down. He has lost almost 4 ounces. That's why I'm so grateful to you for blessing him in your service today.
As per our emails.
Yeah.
Hey, Scrunchy. I'll see you upstairs.
Oh, God damn it!
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Prelude. Let us pray.
Blessed be the Holy Trinity.
Make us know the shortness of our life, that we may gain wisdom of heart.
Thank you, Alexa, for that inspiring reading of Psalm 90:1-12. Next up, the homily. Who's going to read that?
It's time for your sermon, Pastor?
It was bound to happen. Roll the dice enough times, sooner or later it comes up snake eyes. It was all going up in smoke. I had to say something, anything, and quick.
Oh, right. We have a sick member of our congregation here today. Dora's bird Scrunchy. He needs some healing.
And suddenly, I flashed back to this crazy-ass preacher I used to watch on late-night TV when I was stoned, Reverend Keeler, Nashville's healer.
But first, we must understand why Scrunchy is sick. Because he believes he's sick. Oh yes, brothers and sisters, it is true. And a lot of you were sick too. But the sickness is not of the body, it is of the mind. Let me ask you, who here has ever said the words, Lord, I am not worthy? You, sir? You said that? Well, you're wrong. You are worthy. And you can have everything you want. Now, I can see from your faces, you're asking, how, Pastor Buddy? How can we possibly have everything we want? Well, listen closely, because this is the most important thing you're ever going to hear. All you have to do is believe. You want to be thin? Say, I am thin. You want to be happy? Say, I am happy. You want money? Then say it with me. I am money. I am money. Louder, believe it. I am money. Yes. Oh, say you are what you want, and it will be yours.
I am Buddy. I am Buddy.
Now, why would God bestow these blessings upon you? Because you are worthy. Just like Scrunchy. So, dear Lord, bless this animal and make him better. Amen. Hallelujah. Pastor Buddy out.
Pastor Buddy, because of you, I'm gonna buy a jet ski.
You can't afford that.
I am the jet ski.
Right on, brother.
Pastor Buddy,
Yes?
are you homeless?
No, little dude. Why would you ask that?
Because my daddy says you're the poorest preacher he's ever seen.
Oh, look. You dropped your donut.
Dick!
Pastor Barlow, a word, please. As president of this congregation, I must say what you did in my church today was an abomination.
So it's an abomination to bring people together to heal one of their own?
No, what was all that I am money, poppycock? You sounded like some sort of cheap carnival preacher.
Yes, nailed it.
Oh, Alden, wasn't it nice to see some joy in there for once?
We're Lutheran. We don't do joy. We top out at quiet contentment.
Well, maybe it's time that changed. Or not, just spitballing.
I think what we're all saying is it was a good start.
No, sir. What you did in there was tomfoolery of the highest order. I demand a vote of the congregation to remove Pastor Barlow.
You know very well you need the approval of the church council, and since it's us, clearly you're not getting the votes.
I may not have the votes, but what I do have is the home number of my friend, the regional bishop.
Alden.
Gonna tell on me?
I'm going to invite him to your welcome party. 5 minutes alone with Bishop Perkins, and you'll dig your own grave.
Oh, please.
More like 2 minutes.
It was crunch time. If I was gonna fool the bishop, I had to learn the Bible from cover to cover. Turns out, the covers weren't the problem. It was everything in between.
Come in.
I am so sorry, but that Alden Schmidt does not know what he's talking about. Now, Bishop Perkins may be kind of old school, but I have faith that he's going to see you for who you are.
Which would be?
A caring and progressive leader and religious scholar to boot, Mr. Two-time Central Florida Bible Trivia champion.
Okay, let's not bring that up at the party. I don't like to brag.
Oh, you know, I'm kind of a buff myself. Maybe I could take you on sometime. We have a ton of Bible trivia games here.
Brother Bob's Bible Bash.
Oh, no, but that one's just for kids who don't know anything about the Bible.
Thank you, Brother Bob.
Buddy, FYI, Alden and the bishop just arrived. FYI part 2. I made cupcakes.
Thank
They're
you.
delicious. Oh.
I crammed my head with all the Bible trivia a third grader could possibly hold. I was ready to box with the bishop. Ooh, he looks mean.
Hey, Russell. What you got there?
My world-famous oversized Swedish meatballs.
And I brought Dijon chicken breast from Celestino's.
I think I'll start with those.
I had a feeling you were a breast man.
There you are. Bishop Perkins, I'd like you to meet Pastor Barlow.
How do you do? I do pretty great, thanks. I mean, I haven't healed the number of lepers that Jesus did in the Bible. That answer is 11. But things are good.
You all right? You seem a little nervous.
Yeah, you're not all hopped up on those poppers, are you?
What? No. Where would I even find amyl nitrate? I mean, if that's what poppers are they? I don't know.
Gentlemen, care for a martini?
Yes.
I don't drink.
Neither do I.
Me neither. I assumed this was a water martini. Alexa! You know better than to offer us alcohol. She means well.
Oh, I'll take 2. Thanks.
Do me a favor, keep an eye on Steve the mailman. Don't let him drink too much. Could be bad for Buddy.
For Buddy, why?
Well, you didn't hear it from me, but the other day I walked in on him and Steve having relations of a sexual nature with their mouths.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. So if he gets soused, I mean, who knows what kind of holy heck could break loose? And we do not need a scene in front of the bishop.
Not my cat, not my problem. You know what I mean?
Excuse me. You are not going to believe this. Buddy had oral sex with Steve the mailman.
What? I always had my feelings about him. I told you this.
I know, but I mean, I don't really believe you.
Good thing Jesus isn't with us right now, or he might change these waters into wine. He did that, you know.
Yes, we're aware. Pastor Barlow, Alden has concerns.
Grave concerns.
About whether your liturgical methods will mesh with the wholesome traditions of this community.
Of this community.
Well, look, just because I do things a little differently doesn't make this town any less wholesome.
No wonder you can't get it up for me. You're blowing the pastor. Honey, just stop, honey. Come on. Stop.
Pastor, your study now.
All right, you gotta believe me. What that woman said is totally untrue. I have never blown.
Sit. You know, I have a joke. Who's the funniest man in the Old Testament? Samson, because he brought the house down.
Thou shalt not kill, but you killed on that one. That's the 5th commandment, by the way.
I told that joke because it's from the Bible. Do you know what else needs to be from the Bible? Your sermons.
Also known as homilies.
Reverend Willis liked to keep a private stash so that we could drink without the judging eyes of the parishioners. Now, I am not going to tell you how to run your congregation, and I'm willing to take your word that you didn't receive fellatio from one of its members.
Just to be clear, nor did I give.
But you will not survive as pastor here if you make an enemy of Alden Schmidt.
I have to admit, we may have gotten off on the wrong foot.
Well, you better get on the right one, because if you don't, next time I come back here, it'll be to have a drink with your replacement. Oh, and by the way, those little Christian tidbits you keep throwing around,
Yeah?
that shit's gotta stop. We get it. You've read the Bible. No one likes a know-it-all.
Beautiful home, Alden.
My grandfather built it, using nothing but hand tools and a tribe of Chinook Indians. I understand the bishop has decided not to issue any formal sanctions against you. Did you come here to rub it in my face?
No, I actually came here to make things better between us.
Well,
But may I?
no, you may not. Let's get something straight. My family has been here for 100 years. You have been here 1 week. This is my church, not yours.
Fair enough.
And for you to come into the Lord's house with your jive talking and your blessing of birds, it's disgraceful.
Scrunchy was sick.
Church is for people, not pets.
All right. I'm sorry for everything.
Well,
You know, for a guy who hates pets, you sure seem to care about your dog. Where is he?
he's no longer with us. God called Schnitzel home.
I'm sorry. What happened?
Well, about a year ago, he got very ill. And in a moment of weakness, I asked Reverend Willis to say a prayer for him in church, and he correctly refused my request.
And then I realized Schmidt wasn't just an unreasonable dick. He was an unreasonable dick who was hurting.
You know, with all due respect to Reverend Willis, he was wrong. He should have honored your request.
Well, it doesn't matter. Yep, no, nothing to be done about it now.
Maybe not. Maybe we could do a blessing right here.
Is that possible?
Well, do you have anything of Schnitzel's I could bless? Maybe a hair from his bed?
Oh, gee, I don't know. I haven't had the heart to get near it since he was taken from me. Any luck? I think this might finally give me some closure.
Oh. Found one.
May I hold it?
Of course.
Oh, Schnitzy. Oh, my baby. Oh. Oh, Daddy's missed you so much. It smells just like him.
Let's pray.
Yep, ever since I got here, everything's worked out for Buddy Dobbs. Well, Pastor Barlow. As far as the world's concerned, Buddy Dobbs is at the bottom of a bay, never to be heard from again.
Coroner report came back. The body that washed up isn't Buddy Dobbs.
Then who is it?